Okay. I know I said last time that that would be the official first episode, but I decided to label that as a sort of a test episode instead, because I'm gonna be honest, after going back
Testisode.
and listening to it, it was not amazing. There was way too much dead air, and I
Ah, my favorite.
and
Dead
I was
air.
sick, and I was already kind of sick, so today this one's gonna be the official start.
Welcome to the first official episode of fuck, what did we come with the name for this again?
MiCAP,
MiCAP. The
Mother
first
I
episode of Mother I Crave podcast.
Yeah, Mother I Crave a podcast. This time with an actual introduction where I tell you who the fuck is talking, because I realized I didn't do that for either of them, so no one actually knows who the fuck was talking during that. Hello, I'm Agus. This is Blair. Say hi, Blair.
Hi, I like trains.
He likes trains. Um, okay, I actually prepared this time so that way we could have some form of structure. And our first little topic that I want to get into today is
Is
something.
mayonnaise an instrument?
No, it's not. Uh,
Damn.
But we're gonna start off with the really fucked up thing first, so we can get it out of the way.
Uh-huh.
Did you hear about the whole Titan incident?
Ah, yes, that situation. I'm sorry, but I couldn't help but laugh about it because I saw so many memes,
Oh
and then I
yeah.
decided to correlate a meme
Oh
to it
yeah.
about the people who sent them off. I put the clip of Lord Farquaad saying, some of you may die, but that is a sacrifice I am willing
Oh
to
my
make."
god, that story gets so much worse if you actually. You know what? Here, real quick, I'm gonna send you a link to the actual article
All right,
so you
what
can
do we
give
got
that a
here?
quick look, so you can see just how fucked the situation actually is. It's so sad because like five people died because one dude decided to like not give a shit about safety regulations.
That is incredibly fucked.
Yeah, one of them being the dude's son and the dude himself. But like there's a part I'm noticing the memes have been nuts around this event because people are just they're it's hard to be empathetic to a bunch of rich dumbasses. You know what I mean?
It really is, but here's the thing: it's death. You're gonna feel empathetic at some point, but
Yeah.
immediately after feeling empathetic,
Oh
you're
no,
just
I
gonna
was
feel like,
I felt bad at first, and then I read the actual article, and I was like, oh,
yeah,
I don't
some
feel as
dumbass
bad
decided to
now.
ignore it. Yeah, a dumbass decided to ignore safety regulations, and thus there's the problem right there.
Yeah, at least the death was quick and painless, which is hilarious because if you read that article, it's like, oh man, imagine the pain, or they're trying to find the bodies. What bodies?
Yeah, what bodies?
They
They
got
they're
turned into
gone.
paste.
They're fucking gone.
The fucking submarine fucking imploded. It crushed everyone inside. If you see an
Same.
actual someone made a meme where it was like describing the event, and you it's literally the middle of the submarine is not made out of the right material, so it just crushed in on itself, just turning everybody inside into fucking paste. And it's
That
like, oh man, what bodies? Um, but the best meme I saw was a VTuber named. Have you heard of Pipkin Pippa? Have you heard of Pippa?
I've seen a couple of clips of them.
Yeah, the 4chan rabbit.
Oh yeah.
She did a stream only titled $250,000, and she played Iron Lung. That was the whole stream.
Holy
And she's
shit,
like,
that
I've decided to play this game for no particular reason at all.
that's some next level shit right there. Holy fuck.
Yeah, it is. Oh man, but yeah, that whole situation is super fucked up, and it's sad, but at the same time, it's just you know,
It's one of those you get what you deserved, you
yeah,
dumbass.
you played stupid games and you won stupid prizes. That's how
Exactly.
that works. But anyway, now that we're done with that, let's move. Or do you have anything you want to talk about before I move on to the next topic?
Honestly, I had a discussion with a couple of friends on this. Basically, the whole situation about the submarine is just, yeah, it's tragic, of course, but it's like, Again, I reiterate, you get what you deserve because you didn't decide to follow safety regulations. So in that regard, it's like the what do they call it? The arrogance of being rich,
Yeah,
basically. It's like,
I think something. There, one of the quotes in the article was they literally got a quote from the guy before he went in saying safety regulation bullshit or something like that.
and thus in return, that costed you a
Yeah,
life.
yeah,
Congratulations, you
him
are
and
now
his
the.
fucking 19-year-old son who fucking went down there with him just so he could spend some time with his dad. That's the one
And
I legit feel sorry for.
yeah, like I hate
That
to
poor
say it, but
kid.
like, yeah, we didn't need to lose that many lives. But regardless, that is a situation of, you know, you really need to be smarter with what you're doing, regardless.
Yeah. Uh, anyway, moving on to the next topic. Starfield. I wanted to talk a little bit more about Starfield. I think we went over it a little bit last time, maybe? I don't actually remember all that well.
Uh, I remember some things we were talking about, but I don't remember the whole
Did you
conversation.
look over any of the Starfield shit?
I have not actually. For
Here,
some
I
reason, I just
will.
haven't been interested in it, but I want to know what it's about.
Here, I'll send you another article showcase thing so you can take a quick skim of that so you can kind of understand what I'm talking about.
Right.
But from the looks of it, if I still stand by the statement, I said this back when I remember I was talking to my dad, and me and my dad were joking around about Todd Howard and Fallout 76. And dad went, and my dad said, he's like, man, Todd Howard may be a lying asshole, but fuck, he could sell you the shirt you are currently wearing. He could sell you your own fucking clothes that you are wearing. That man is charismatic as fuck.
Yeah, that is true.
Like, Jesus Christ, he will promise you the world, and you'll believe him for a second. Because like the shit that's shown off in Starfield is nuts. First off, just the shooting gameplay. There's I don't know if this was confirmed or not, but there is a rumor that id Software, the people that made the Doom Eternal, and Doom 2016, actually helped them with the shooting and shit. Which that would explain why it looks so damn good. But God, I'm just excited for it because no matter what happens, even if it comes out a broken piece of shit, the the modding scene will fucking fix everything.
Yeah,
Which,
that is true.
that shouldn't have to happen, but that's what's gonna happen. As soon as this game gets sent out, if it's even just in a playable state, that's fine. Cause like I'm gonna be playing this game probably till the day I die. I mean, fuck, I go back to play Fallout 4, Skyrim, fucking. I went back to play Morrowind like a few months ago just to
Let's
fucking
also
play
not
it.
forget. Let's also not forget your Destiny escapades as well.
Oh, can we not bring up Destiny shit, please?
No, no, no. I'll bring it up because I'm gonna shame you on it. Destiny
You
sucks.
were playing it too, asshole.
I know. That's why it sucks.
Fuck. Yeah, speaking. Well, actually, let's stay on topic before I move on to the next
Right,
thing.
right.
But from what they've shown off, you'll have like 1,000 planets that, and it's obvious that a lot of it's going to be. I think they literally said in the direct that a lot of it will be procedurally generated. So a lot of it's just going to be random bullshit. But that's honestly just the fact that there's that much to do, even if it's not like unique stuff. I One of the reasons I love Fallout 4 so much, despite all its flaws, is the fact that it's the perfect. I just want to sit down for an hour and two and just fuck around in a video game for a little bit. And I can do
Yeah,
that with Fallout 4. And for the looks of it, Starfield's going to be that again, which is what I personally, that's what I want. I know that's not what a lot of people want, but hey, sorry, that's
yeah. There's just no beating around the bush on that one. It's from what I can tell from your experience, from what you've seen, Starfield looks like one of those games where it's like you could just sit down, chill, do whatever you need to, and just realize, oh hey, I'm playing the game.
yeah, yeah, exactly. Like one of the shots he literally says is and this is more patented Todd Howard fucking hype bullshit, but has a moment where you're standing in the city and he's like, you can see the moon up there. That's not a background. You can go to it.
No fucking shot.
Yeah. And I mean, to be fair, it's like it's literally from what I've seen, it's No Man's Sky, but with bandits and guns and shooting and story. And it's literally Blair, you've played No Man's Sky. You
I have.
you know that game. It looks pretty damn similar. And like the way the planets are and like but instead of the billions of worlds bullshit, it's like here's 1,000 planets with like a handful, like maybe 2 or 3 dozen of them will actually be legit fucking planets. But from the looks of it, the planets are actual planets. You know what I mean? They're not like, oh, this planet, but it's actually just this city and you can't really go anywhere else. Like,
Yeah.
the biggest thing that Starfield needs to have is you can start at a point on the planet, walk straight, and even if it takes you a fucking 100 hours, at some point you're going to end up where you started because you walked all the way around it.
Oh, it's one of those games, so it is very similar to No Man's Sky.
Yeah, that's what I'm hoping it is. If it's not, I'm going to be very upset.
Well, let's just hope that it provides what it can because, well, they're putting a lot of stock into something they
Oh,
say
yeah.
won't do good. But
Oh,
I
yeah. They
don't
need.
doubt that Redfall will do
Um,
good.
Redfall.
Right.
Redfall was shit. Uh,
Not Redfall. Fuck, I forgot his name.
Starfield.
Starfield. Thank you.
Yeah,
I brain
Redfall
dumb.
was ugh. Redfall was a fucking disaster. Um, but yeah, fucking Xbox needs this game to be good too. Like it,
Well, yeah.
they haven't had a good fucking game come out in God knows how long. Like at least not a game that you can buy just on Xbox. But then again, even Starfield's gonna be on PC as well.
Yeah,
But
which is probably where it's gonna outshine.
yeah, I mean, duh. Like fucking Bethesda games and modding scene have always worked hand in hand. That's the reason why Skyrim is still being played to this day. That's the reason why Fallout 4 is still being played to this is the reason why fucking Morrowind is still being played to this day.
That's creepy.
Creepy.
Creepy in a good way.
But actually, a little bit more on this topic. Apparently, the reason why Microsoft bought Bethesda in the first place was because they heard that PlayStation was actually going to try to make Starfield an exclusive.
Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, okay, so I'm gonna tell you this right now from reading what's going on with the whole PlayStation versus Xbox situation. Yeah, PlayStation is in a better spot, sure, but like their games are shit. I'm not
Eh,
gonna lie. Like a lot of their games that they're gonna be coming out with are almost non-existent, really bad, or just they're just putting too much stock into. If anything, there's a perfect example that I can tell you right now, and it's a game we just talked about, No Man's Sky.
yeah, but No Man's
It
Sky came out in like 2016.
it did, but do you know how hyped up it was and how
Well, yeah.
disappointing it was after release?
Well, yeah, that's because the developers kind of just straight up lied.
No, they didn't lie. Sony rushed them to high hell.
I mean,
That's the
eventually the
biggest
game got a
reason why.
lot better, but like,
Well, yeah, I mean that was one of the reasons why I was so disappointed in Sony so much was because they legit just rushed it so fucking hard.
yeah. To be fair, everybody's fucking doing like that's not just a Sony thing.
No,
It's the
not
problem with like
everyone.
every major developer right now.
Okay, you're not wrong, but like there's one developer that hasn't done that, and that's Tears of the Kingdom's developer, AGO Numa.
Nintendo.
Yes. Yeah, sure, they rush their fucking games like mad because fucking Pokemon's a prime example
I
of
was
that
about to
bullshit.
say, are we talking about
I'm
the
just
same company here?
yes, we are. I'm
Did
just
you
saying,
play
like,
Scarlet and Violet? That game is a fucking shit show.
yeah, I know it is. I'm just saying, like, comparatively to like Legends of Zelda compared to Pokemon, Legends of Zelda took its time to make the game, and
Yeah.
Monolith Soft is actually one of those few companies as well that is just really fucking good at what they do.
Yeah.
That's why Xenoblade
Mm.
will always hail as one of the best games in my opinion. Really good story, except for Xenoblade 2, because that one was kind of mediocre, but I ain't gonna blame anyone for thinking that way. But it was decent. Xenoblade 3 did a fucking fan-fucking-tastic job at what it did. And out of all of that, like I said, like there are certain developers that I just praise and other ones that I don't, which is why I'm
I
very disappointed in Sony outright for what they've done, and why I'm okay with Xbox doing what they're doing.
yeah. Well, this is kind of a conversation topic for later, but this whole if there's one thing I've learned after looking at the fucking gaming sphere and developers and shit, it's that there's no good side. There's no ethical like developer, you know? Every single one of them has some bullshit going on. Fucking Sony is fucking like you said rushing some shit. Fucking also they're kind of dip I wonder if they ever undipped their way out of NFT bullshit. I hope they did, but they're
No,
probably
they
didn't.
didn't because here's the thing: they didn't because Square Enix is involved in it,
Oh
and Square
fucking hell.
Enix is a
That actually
huge
Square
owner of.
Enix is probably the best example right now of
Yes,
good developers, shitty fucking company.
yes, I
Like
agree.
that is we're gonna get into this later, but Final Fantasy 16, I haven't played it, but I've heard nothing but literally the highest praise possible about it. And it just further emphasizes the point that it's not it's not the company, it's not Square Enix, it's the people making the game. If Yoshi P didn't have as much like leeway as he did with or as much power as he did with the companies, Final Fantasy 16 would be the shittiest fucking game ever made. And Final Fantasy 14
Exactly.
would still be a fucking dumpster fire.
That
Like
is very much true.
the fact
Eh,
that Yoshi P is on the board of directors
eh,
is the one thing keeping that company afloat. And most of the higher ups probably don't even fucking realize that.
Yeah, and that's the worst thing about it is like they don't realize that Yoshi P is an actual fucking gamer. He knows what it's like to play
Yeah.
the fucking games.
Yeah, it's fucking insane. You can figure that out easily just from looking at like on one hand you have Final Fantasy 14, Final Fantasy 7 remake, Final Fantasy 16, some of the best fucking quality games ever made. And on another hand, you have some NFT mobile game bullshit. They're coming out of the same company. That's because it's not the fucking company, it's the development team. And that's something I've fucking learned to realize like after looking at shit for a while now. It's like it's don't praise the company, praise the developers because they're the
Yeah.
ones fucking making shit actually work. Now that I've just gone through with that speech talking about how you need to praise developers and shit on companies, let's get into some Diablo 4 bullshit, which I literally have labeled on the text doc Diablo 4 bullshit. I was talking to Rose the other day, and he told me about how Diablo 4 kind of just shit itself.
How did it shit itself? What happened?
Apparently, they have patched the game to lower the number of enemies, and from the looks of it, they're not from that's what he told me. And some stuff I dug up on my own was apparently they're not going to let you like continue the battle pass with the same character.
What?
You need to make a whole new character in order to do the battle pass.
What the fuck?
Now, here's the weird thing. Here's the weird thing. That reaction you had is the same reaction I did. But then I looked at people reacting to this news, and they're not just completely fine with it, they say it's the status quo. Like, that's how these games are played, and I'm just sitting here like,
That's not
what?
no. No.
Apparently, like, like, Diablo 3, when I think Diablo 3 eventually added, like, a season system where you had to make new characters as well. And Path of Exile, apparently that's how this shit works in these games, and that's so fucking weird to me. Like the idea of just having to completely restart to do a battle pass is so especially when you combine that with the fact of what I just said, how they're lowering the number of enemies, which means grinding takes fucking longer.
Great.
And it's
They
like
ruined the one thing that probably made it bearable. So it's gonna turn into another fucking immortal.
I I'm looking at this like, what? That's so
It sounds
that's so
jank.
weird. Like I'm gonna call it now. Like I know we made this joke last time where it's like, haha, give it a week, they'll patch the game and make it shit. But like Like that's literally the fucking that we made that joke, and from the looks of it, it might be fucking happening. I wouldn't be surprised if they
Hmm.
keep doing shit like this that just slowly makes the game worse over time.
Here's
I
the
mean,
thing.
didn't Diablo 3 literally have like a real money auction house? Am I crazy?
I think so.
Let me look this up real quick. I should have probably put this in the fucking in the text, but Diablo 3 real money auction house. Yes. Yes, there was. Wow. And they added it a year and a half after launch. That wasn't in the game at the beginning. They waited a year and a half to add that to the game.
Why?
And they kept it in there for 3 years before they finally removed it.
Yes, they added real money trading. You know, the thing they were against completely, and then they wanted real money
No,
trading
you
again.
want to know what it is? It's the same issue of why they added the fucking WoW token back to World of Warcraft Classic, Wrath of the Lich King. Because you want to know the reason for doing that? Because we can't stop all the real money trading. So we're just going to give people a safer way to do it. That's like
That is just
that's like saying, "Hey guys, we can't stop all the heroin. So we're just going to sell it to you ourselves," which I mean, I guess technically is actually happening, but like it's so weird. It's such a weird bass backwards way of thinking, you know?
yeah. I mean, here's the thing: if you really wanted to make it like real world, like RTM, that would have been the perfect excuse for cryptocurrency.
Oh god. Listen, I'm going to tell it right now.
Uh-huh.
About a year ago, when NFTs were getting real big and like every video game company and everything, even Discord was talking about doing NFT bullshit. You noticed how
Yes.
all that kind of shut up the minute the US government started saying they were actually going to tax people for it?
Yeah.
I'm willing to bet. I'm tinfoil hat on moment. But I'm willing to bet Blizzard was legitimately thinking about adding an NFT thing to
Yeah, they
fucking
probably were.
to Diablo 4 or WoW. But then it got completely shut down. Well, I mean not completely, people are still doing it. But like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I
Because I
know
mean they
exactly.
technically are already doing that cuz the WoW token can either be the way the WoW token works is you can buy it with real money, it's like $10 to $15, and then you can
Right.
sell it in the auction house for gold, or you
And then
can
you can use that gold or to
yeah,
buy back more
or
real money.
but you could use the WoW token to also pay your subscription fee.
Mm-hmm.
But you can also buy the WoW token from the auction house with gold.
Mm-hmm.
So what people would do is some people would just grind out gold and then pay for their sub with gold, with in-game gold, and that was kind of the big excuse for why people say the WoW token is good when it's not. But it's
Honestly, that would be the perfect excuse for
yeah,
cryptocurrency in
it
general.
sounds like a cryptocurrency. It sounds like
It
one of
really
those
does.
weird games
Yeah.
where you one of those weird money making games where it's like one of you've seen them, right? Those weird crypto based money
Yeah.
games where you just play it to earn actual money and shit.
Actually, that's another thing. That's another thing. Real quick. The idea of cryptocurrency, it's probably existed since the dark web and everything, but I want to tell you this right now. Steam. Steam has
Oh
that
yeah,
same
Steam
thing.
has that shit too. Because of the whole
Especially
trading
with
card thing.
CS:GO.
Yeah,
Exactly.
CS:GO is really horrible about it. But like this shit's always existed and it's like people they're taking steps to see how far they can go, and then when they get backlash they just push it back just far enough so that way they won't get attacked for it. And it's
Exactly.
fucking crazy, man. It's crazy how much they fucking like I'm calling it now. Diablo 4 within a year will make a change that will completely destroy it.
Mm.
And it will probably end up being something related to the real money auction house.
What's his name? Chad Boswick or something like that?
Chadwick what? Chadwick
Chadwick
Boseman?
Boseman?
The actor?
No, his name is Chad, right? The CEO of Blizzard.
No. Wait. Is he? Now I'm
I don't remember.
Chadwick Boseman's the fucking dude who
Right, the
died
guy.
and played
Yeah,
Black
may he rest
Panther.
in peace. May he rest in peace, though. But like,
Yeah.
yeah, I forgot his name. Like, that's how much I don't care about the CEO of Blizzard.
Yeah. I'm trying to
He's a
remember how
literal
to spell
fucking
Blizzard.
tyrant. Blizzard. You people in the comments, do not shame him for not knowing how to spell something, because I'm pretty sure you yourself have not known
Yeah.
how to spell something for once.
Blizzard CEO. Okay. Oh. Wait, what? Wait. Bobby Kotick? I thought he would. No, he's the. No, yeah, he's the big. I just hit my mic. I hope that doesn't sound bad.
Yeah, it
Um,
probably does.
but nah, it says here that Bobby Kotick's the CEO, but I know he's the CEO of Activision. I want to know the actual CEO of Blizzard.
I think he's just outright the CEO because I've been hearing so much about it.
Jesus.
Yeah, that's one of the reasons why Blizzard is so fucked. They're so focused on money because their stocks are so down to the point where they're just like,
Oh
all right,
yeah.
cool, we made
The
game make money, we make money.
real quick tangent. I've heard some
Uh-huh.
weird hot pot fucking theories, like real tinfoil hat fucking theories, that the reason Blizzard's making so many mistakes right now is so their fucking is so their stock prices will go down so far that they can just convince the world to be like, guys, you need to let Microsoft buy us because we physically can't live without the merger. So they're
That
sabotaging their own fucking company so that way people will okay the merger.
Oh my god.
That's
Dude,
that's the crackpot theory I've been hearing.
now, okay, as much as I agree to that crockpot theory, they're still gonna win the merge anyway because Sony has too much behind them.
Sony?
That's one of the big, yeah, Sony has too many like providers behind them to the point where like they're actually going to actively have like enough like to claim that they have
Well,
what's the word I'm looking for?
that's the thing. I think the UK still hasn't approved the merger, and for the merger to happen, they need America, the UK, and the UN, or no, the EU, to all approve the merger. And so I
And
think the UK still hasn't approved the merger.
that's because the UK is full of a bunch of fucking pissed off people.
Also, that the UK did bring up a pretty good point about how if the merger goes through, then um they'll have kind of a weird monopoly on cloud gaming shit,
I mean, I can understand that, but it still doesn't
which
exclude
is
them
fucking
anymore.
hilarious to me because it's like, yes, cloud gaming, the thing that has canonically made so much money for people in the past. What's
Yeah,
that? Google
it's not
Stadia
done
shut down?
anything. Yeah, like it's not done any good. I mean,
Yeah.
Google Stadia
The thing
still is
I'm more
active.
concerned, like everyone keeps talking about Call of Duty. The thing I'm like concerned about is the mobile gaming market because Activision owns King, which owns like Candy Crush and all that fucking mobile shit. If they buy
Yeah,
them, they'll have such a big chunk of the mobile market that it's like it's fucking insane. That's the thing I'm personally concerned about.
yeah. And I don't blame them if they do end up going through with it. That means they will have a monopoly on the mobile
Well,
market.
not really a monopoly, but they'll own a pretty fucking big chunk.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's the whole idea behind it of like, okay, that's a little too dangerous. Hold on there.
Yeah. Sorry, I needed a drink. Um,
No, you're
anything
good.
else you want to add to this before we move on?
No, I'm good.
All
I'm
right.
just enjoying my pizza now.
I I
Mm-hmm.
you know how I said a long not a long time ago, but during our Tears of the Kingdom rant,
A
I
long, long time ago in a
yeah,
video game far away.
yeah, I talked about how I wasn't gonna play Honkai Star Rail until after I finished Tears of the Kingdom.
Yeah, you lied
I
about
I
that.
lied. I 100% lied. I've been playing nothing but Honkai Star Rail. That's like the only game I've been playing for like the past 2-3 weeks now, and
Well,
the game has me by the balls. It's so fucking good.
from what I could tell, it's like fucking ah shit. I guess I want to compare it to Fate a little bit because of the gameplay style.
Well, I mean, they're
But
both turn
it's
based, but
yeah, I mean
the way
yeah.
they do it is so different. It's like
Mhm,
Fate's like that weird card system with skills and shit. Like
mhm.
the way Genshin works is it's you have your normal attack, your ultimate, and your skill. Those are the three things a character can do. But actually, you know what? I'll go into that in a little bit. But Honkai Star Rail has, like I said, it's been consuming my fucking life. I haven't spent, well, Actually, that's a lie. I've spent $5 on it because I bought the stupid monthly pass thing. That is all I've spent on it. I have not fucking dumped any more money into that game. I am going to go as free to play as possible, unlike Genshin. Um,
Yeah, I
but
mean, okay, there's a difference between Genshin and Honkai. At least with Genshin, you can spend the money that you really need it for, because that's the best thing about it. Because once that Eula banner comes up on 3.8, oh boy, ladies and gentlemen, we're all going to be hating our lives.
oh yeah, I am. I know I am. I fucking skipped Yule. I wasn't playing. Well, no, I was playing, but it was more during my little break where all I would do was hop on, do my dailies, and then that was it.
Mm.
But I missed Eula the first time around, and she has been gone for like a
A
year and a
year.
half,
Yeah.
like 500 days, I want to say. Probably more than that. Probably a lot more than that.
Just say a year and a half at that point.
Yeah, but like she's finally going to be back in 3.8, and like I'm so fucking excited, and I hate myself because I used fucking all my shit to get fucking
I'll hike them.
yeah, I'll hide them.
Oh, don't worry, you still got time and everything, especially if you get a welcome moon right now. You will have time to get it.
Yeah, like I'm
That's
saving
that's
up,
what
but
I'm
like
doing.
well, back to Honkai Star Rail. Um,
Uh-huh.
I I just I forgot how much I missed turn-based games, like turn-based, like a good old turn-based RPG.
Speaking of turn-based RPG, we got confirmation now that Fire Emblem on the Game Boy is coming to the Switch.
Oh yeah, I heard about that. About fucking time.
I know, right?
Yeah, but anyway, we're getting off track.
We're getting off topic. We're going
Um,
back on topic to Honkai
yeah,
Star Rail,
I
your
forgot
baby
how
pride
much
and
I
joy.
missed like a good old turn-based RPG. I haven't played a good old turn-based RPG since Persona 5 came out. Which, by the way, Persona 5 is 7 years old. Just just think about that for a second. Um,
Ooh, I'm old.
God, I forgot how much fun and how relaxing it is to just play a good old turn-based game with a set of characters that you like. Cause like
Mm-hmm.
I Honkai Star Rail, I don't feel the need to like roll or get new characters or anything right now, unless it's something I really, really want. And I mean, yeah, there's some characters I really, really want, but the main event character right now is Silverwolf, and I don't. She's cool. I like her a lot. She was really cool in the
Uh-huh.
story, but I don't feel the need to roll for her because like my team is pretty much all I need. I got a healer, I got a DPS, I got a tank, I got a fucking buffer, I got, you know, I got all the important things. Cause like the need to the thing about Genshin and versus Honkai is that Genshin it characters were usually so weirdly unique. Every character in Genshin is weirdly unique, especially the newer characters. That like one comes out and it completely changes the game. But like Star Rail so far, I want to preface this by saying so far, the game's only
Mm-hmm.
been out for like a month and a half. Every character more falls into an archetype, so you can fill your team pretty easily. And I mean, I guess you could do that with Genshin too, but like, I'm sorry, fucking Sucrose is not Kazuha. As much as people on YouTube want you to think that Sucrose can do everything Kazuha can do, they're just wrong. That's not. They are two different and like
It's like, okay, if I were to put it this in this perspective, it's like budget characters are basically what those would be described as. You
yeah,
know how in
but
Fate Go we
even
have budget characters that
yeah,
work similarly to another kit? That's basically the
yeah.
same thing with Sucrose. Sucrose is budget Kazuha, and then
Actually,
we have Shinchu as I want to
I
say
would
budget
honestly
Oimiya.
say it was more. It's more it's more the other way around. Honkai has more, here's the budget version of this character, but they still work perfectly fine. Genshin is like, here's this character that could, she does fill the role, but the other guy is so much better that you might as well just save up and get him.
Yeah, that's why I see Heizo as budget Wanderer.
Yeah, yeah, that's a decent way of putting it. But like, Honkai or Star Rail, the only big one, the only big standout thing that I've noticed is Seely. She was the first event character, and I'm gonna wait and see how this plays out with her, cause like I remember when Genshin came out, everyone wouldn't shut up about how amazing Diluc was. Diluc was the best DPS in the game. He was amazing. He could do everything.
Well,
But
that's
then,
because people didn't know how to
yeah,
play the
we didn't know how
game
to play
back
the
then.
game yet. I'm gonna wait and see because everyone keeps saying that Sealy is the perfect DPS. She's amazing. She does everything. I'm gonna wait and see. I'm gonna give it like 6 months before Sealy's probably thrown under the fucking bus and everyone's like, oh, she was nowhere near as good as everyone thought she was.
Oh yeah,
Kind of
okay.
shit.
So real quick, a lot of people when they see a character, they're like, "Oh, this will be the best character ever," because they read the kit. They don't
Yeah,
actually put it to the
yeah.
test. They don't match the synergy, which is the problem whenever it comes to like situations like that. So, for example, if I were to like say, "Oh, Yay Miko is the best thing ever," but then Fischl does the job, but just slightly worse, it's like the same thing.
Yeah. You're
It's
that's the
like you're
thing. The
comparing
difference
two
with
team
Honkai
characters.
and Genshin is Genshin most of the time I mean I roll for fucking hot waifus and shit. But like in Genshin I notice that I pull for mechanics just as much as I do for waifu shit. Like Kazuha, I like Kazuha, but if he wasn't literally the best thing ever, I probably wouldn't have rolled for him. But he's literally the best. Like Kazuha still hasn't been topped to this day, and he's been out for fucking 2 years.
Wasn't he topped by Raiden? Unless you like, we're talking about
Those are
solely
two different
anime.
characters, man.
Well, here's the thing. I'm talking about like in terms of gameplay stance, like comparing Kazuha to Raiden. Raiden is better as a physical electro compared to Kazuha, who's more of a swirl. He's more of a reactor.
Kazuha's well. Here's the thing: when I say Kazuha is the best ever, I mean literally, like his kit and his character is built perfectly to just synergize and fucking. He's the best animo support out there. Period. Like the way he's built with elemental mastery, like nothing tops him. What you're talking about
Yeah.
with Raiden is yes, she is the best electro DPS period, but like when I say Kazuha is the best, I mean he is the best. Like it
Yeah,
is
he's actually better
if
than
you want
Wanderer
a
at best.
character, yeah, yeah, I'd say unless you have a fully built team around Wanderer, Kazuha could probably still be better. But like
Yeah.
like I said, Kazuha is like literally the fucking best, and it's crazy how much better he is than like so many other like you'll see videos. I remember I was on YouTube fucking around and just watching some Genshin shit, and I saw a video. It's like
Yeah.
my Sucrose is better than Kazuha, is better than my C6 Kazuha, and I was like, shut the fuck up. I was shut the fuck
You
up.
don't know.
You
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 don't
are
know what's going
you
on.
are you are high on the copium shit, and like it's fucking it's crazy, man. Like, but that issue I just said with Genshin so far isn't apparent in Star Rail, where there are some characters that just are the best and you want to roll for them because they're the best. Like, just the characters they give you for free are more than enough.
Hmm.
And you are guaranteed a 5 star pretty early on. So, and
Yeah, at least that's nice.
yeah, and the pool of 5 stars is pretty fucking good. Like the starter 5 stars, Bronya, fucking Japard, Himiko, Clara, the best. Love
Did you
my
just put that as a disclaimer?
yeah. Clara's mine. She is my daughter, and I love her. And if anyone touches her, I will pull a Sarog and beat the living fuck out of him.
Ah, just like Klee.
Yeah, exactly. Um, But yeah, you need to. I don't know if you saw it, but me and Pinky both just went on a fucking posting spree in the Discord talking about how Clara must be protected, and he just fucking went off with memes. Um, but yeah,
I
it's
remember.
yeah. But yeah, you're guaranteed a 5 star after 50 pulls of their starter gotcha. But they give you
Like
so much
guaranteed?
at the start. Yeah, it's guaranteed.
No, I mean like guaranteed, like you get 50 pulls outright.
Or well,
Like, does the game give that to you?
the game eventually playing the game you'll be out of the tutorial area and you'll probably have enough pools like I did. They gave me enough free pools to fucking get that shit by the time I was out of the first starter area.
Ah.
Like,
I might have to give it a shot then.
yeah, it's pretty
But
fucking fun.
is that their pity system outright?
No,
Like
that's
every
just the starter gotcha. That's
Oh,
the,
okay.
hey, you're a new player, pull here first so you can get your guaranteed. And then as soon as you get your guaranteed, the banner goes away, and then you just have the standard banner and the event banner.
And what are the pity system on that?
Same as Genshin.
Oh, okay. So it's like up to
Yeah.
140.
But it does have something different from Genshin, where on the
Uh-huh.
standard banner, only on the standard banner, after
Mhm.
you pull 300 times on the standard banner, you get to just be like, hey, I want that 5-star, and they give it to you.
Wait, you just outright get to pick your 5-star
Yes.
after 300?
Yes, after 300 standard banner pulls.
Oh, so it's not pity.
No, no, that's a different system entirely. The pity's still there. So you're still
Got
going to get a 5-star every 90 pulls with their pity system. But once you do 300 pulls, the game will be like, all right, here, pick a 5-star.
That's actually really nice, and it encourages whaling, which is not a bad thing.
Well, I mean, yeah, but I mean, yeah, it is kind of a bad thing. But it's I don't know how to put it. Like I said, the point I've been trying to make that I've been kind of losing track of every fucking time, but the point I'm trying to make is that with Honkai, I only feel the need to want to pull for a character I either really fucking like or just really like want. Like, I don't feel the need to pull for gameplay, you know? Like, I
So
gotta
it's
pull this
basically
character or
really
my team's not gonna work kind of shit, you know what I mean?
so it's really flushed out, basically.
Yeah, the characters they give you at the start is more than enough. You get a guaranteed healer, you get a guaranteed single target, you get a guaranteed multi-target, you get the main character, unlike Genshin, is actually really fucking good.
Well, for now, until something comes out better.
Well, I mean, yeah, but like even Genshin, Aether or Lamine, you know, the Traveler,
Ether
they're
and
not
Lamine, yeah.
great. They're
Yeah, no,
not
they're
good.
not.
You actively, I know that because I'm trying to build a team around them, and they fucking suck. But
Jesus
like
Christ. God
Honkai
damn.
Star Rail's main character is actually really fucking good, and you can 100% build a team around them easily. Like I don't feel the need to have to take the main character out to make a good team, which is what I was scared I was gonna have to do. But like, but yeah, I'm saving up for Kafka personally because Jesus Christ, just
I'm sorry, you said Kefka?
yeah, Kafka.
Kefka.
Yes.
As in the Kefka from Final Fantasy VI.
No.
Oh, okay.
If I you can't see it, but I'm giving you a fucking look right now. Here, I will show you a picture of her real quick. Oh.
Sure. Yeah, would you believe me if I told you I was just playing Genshin this whole time?
And I see the Discord. I see you. I see you playing it. What do you mean? Um, here I
I mean,
will.
you never know. I could have been just sitting here this whole time with the game AFK.
That is such a bad way to do that. This is Kafka. Look at that.
Why does that remind me of fucking why does it look like a gender bent Heizo?
I Her hair's purple
So is
and
Heizo's.
she doesn't have pupils.
Oh God. Wait, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Why don't she
Just
have
here.
pupils?
Listen. If you play Honkai Star Rail, you'll know why I want her. It's yeah. Um.
What what about her makes her so good?
I
I want to hear from your words, good sir.
mean, you know Yai Miko
Oh no.
like that, but the fucking energy of that turned up to like 11, but also she doesn't give a shit about anything, and it's
Oh no. Don't
yes.
tell me Yai Miko's in that as a character
No.
in terms of personality.
I mean, it's listen, we're getting kind of off track, but I'm saving for Kafka because she's the yes. Um, just
Oh God.
fucking look up a video on her animations or anything. To fucking, you'll see why I want her. But
Duly noted.
anyway, like like I said, the point I've been trying to make this whole time is just I don't feel the need to roll for characters for gameplay reasons. Like, I have plenty of shit to make a good team. I have plenty of elements to make a good team.
I really hope it turns into an Epic 7 kind of like gameplay style
I
where it's
never
all free to
played
play.
Epic 7.
Okay, so about Epic 7, it's actually like I've never played it myself, but according to a lot of people, they said it's actually very free to play heavy, and I love that idea of like free to play because
There
it just
was
helps with the idea
I
of
remember
it.
I thought about getting into Epic 7 like years ago when I was on my big gotcha craze, but I never ended up doing it. But anyway, um
Uh-huh.
but yeah, like also Jesus Christ, the writing in Honkai Star Rail is so fucking good. The writing is so fucking good. Like the game, the main story is very kind of, you know, it's an RPG. If you've played any RPG, you've probably played the main story of Honkai Star Rail.
I mean, I mean that's to be expected at
Have you
that
played
point.
Star Ocean? Congratulations, you've played
No,
like
I
the
have
first.
not.
You've played like the fucking whole first world of fucking Honkai Star Rail. It's fucking Star Ocean. But
Basically, really?
yeah, it's very so. Like I said, if you played an RPG, you've probably played the main story of Honkai Star Rail. It's very, you know, it's still
Uh,
good, but
it's the generic bad guy kind of thing.
yeah. I mean, the lore is what's the interesting part is the lore and the different characters because it's been confirmed that Honkai Third Impact characters are in this game,
Wait,
which is
so
confusing as fuck. They are
yeah,
the same universe, and
right.
some of their characters are the same as from Honkai Third Impact, but other ones aren't, even though they look exactly the fucking same.
At that point, they're just reusing assets, but sure.
But no, the story literally is that like one of the guys on the Astral Express named Welt. He's literally the same character from Honkai Third Impact. He's the same guy. It's been confirmed that he's the same guy. But then you have Himiko right next
Uh-huh.
to him. But spoilers for Third Impact, she fucking dies in Third Impact.
Huh.
But she's there. It's confusing.
What
Listen,
if this game takes place like?
Hoyoverse lore is fucking weird.
But what if this game takes place like prior to
I don't
third
think
rail?
it does. I think it's been confirmed it takes place after. But here's another weird thing. Apparently, fucking the world we're supposed to get in 1.3, the big rumor that the world we're supposed to get in 1.3 to explore is Teyvat.
No fucking shot.
That's the big rumor and shit from leaks. That apparently that's the big 1.3 world.
That's impossible.
That's
That
what I'm
cannot be the
saying.
case.
But
Like
I wouldn't be
that's a
surprised
little
because
too
they
stretched.
probably want to try and get people who play Genshin who haven't already come to Star Rail to come and play Star Rail.
Unless they release a free 4-star character that's actually pretty good for Genshin, not Alloy, by the way, which is
That is
kind
such
of
a weird fucking crossover, man.
yeah, that
That
was
came out
not
of
cool.
nowhere and it's never going anywhere.
Like
Um,
unless they actually learn their lesson from that and actively try to get a good character in
yeah,
here, then I doubt that people are from Genshin are going to go to Star Rail.
but anyway,
I mean,
back
don't get
to
me wrong, there will be some people.
yeah. But like I was saying, Honkai Star Rail's writing is so good. Like I said, the main story is very RPG. If you played an RPG, you've probably, you know, but the side content and just almost everything in the game is fucking interactable with, and the writing
Really?
for all that interactive bullshit is fucking amazing. Like the first world, not the starter area, but the first real world you go to in the game, every single trash can is interactable, and all of them have really cool and funny, unique dialogue.
I love sifting through trash. It is my favorite
Exactly.
mechanic in video
Literally, you
games.
have dialogue that's like, "Oh, hey, it's this trash can. You see like a weird notice sticking out of it. What do? Do you rip off the notice? Do you take the notice with you, or do you just push it into the trash can? And if you choose to push it back into the trash can, it tells you, it's like, you could have taken that, but you didn't, and you feel really good that you made the moral choice. And in this trash can, like 10 feet away from it, you go to it, and it will tell you it's a normal trash can. It's a normal trash can. What do you feel like? He's like, what do you feel like doing? And it's like, I want to take the lid and dig through it. And it's like, all right, why? It's a fucking trash can. Why do you want to dig through it? And you're like, I want to do it. Why are you trying to stop me? And he's like, okay. He's like, breaking narration for a second. It's a fucking trash can. It's like, I'm going into the trash can. You can't stop me. And he's like, fine. You know what? You open the trash can and you start digging through it. You want to know what you find? Nothing, because it's a fucking trash can.
You wanna know what that heavily reminds me of?
What?
It reminds me of this game called West Over Loathing.
That's
It's like
yeah.
a Yeah, it basically feels like that because like the whole spittoon situation.
Yeah,
I don't know
it's
if any one of you have ever watched Markiplier, but if you were to watch his West of Loathing Let's Play because it
uh
is the funniest shit ever.
but
Because this
yeah,
man goes out of his way to find every goddamn spittoon in the fucking
there's
game.
so many funny Easter eggs and funny writing. Like, have you played Persona 4?
I have. I don't remember much
Okay,
about it, but
actually, you know
yeah.
what? Have you just played a fucking Persona game? Have you played Persona 5?
I have actually Persona 5 is one of the games I've never played, and yet
Oh,
I've seen
well,
gameplay of
fuck.
it and
Okay.
everything and
Y-
played through it.
You know how
Well, I think
there's always a dialogue option to say something stupid in a Persona
yes,
game? That's
especially
here.
the I'm a dad.
Yeah, the main character's personality is, I'm gonna hit the stupid option every single time.
I love it.
It's so
I
fucking
live
good.
for it.
Like, there's a point where an alarm goes off, and one of your options is literally just to go, well, I've lived a good life. Time for me to say goodbye. And you get an achievement for, like, fucking being pessimistic at everything.
I
It's
want
so
to do
fucking
that.
good. The story, like, the dialogue is so fucking good. The side content stories are so good. Oh my god. I want the writing is just so good. I can't stop. Like, I had a moment where I just shouted at my screen, "Is this a real fucking video game? Is this real?" Oh, it's so good. But now that I've talked about how good Star Rail is, I want to go into another topic that's really kind of bugged the shit out of me for like a few
Hmm.
years, and it comes up like every fucking Genshin patch, and it comes up like, and it's finally come up after like a month of Star Rail being out. But you've probably seen it if you've been on YouTube or anything. But if and you play Genshin, you've probably looked up Genshin shit, which means you probably run into this thing. You'll run across a YouTube video with a thumbnail that says creators are quitting because of this shit.
I've not run into that, but I've heard about it.
Oh god.
What's that
Every
all
few
about?
months, people will start blaring about how everybody's quitting Genshin, or like, I saw it for Honkai Star Rail. It's like people are already quitting Honkai Star Rail, and then you watch the video, and it's about content creators who blew through all the content and have nothing else to do, so they're taking a
Well,
break.
I mean, that's okay. So, actually, a related thing to that. I remember watching YouTube short about this, where this guy was basically giving tips for new players in 2023 about Genshin. One of the things is don't waste your primos on standard banners. Save it for events because you get standard banner stuff way more frequently than you do your event banners, which
Yeah.
is a kind of a no-brainer and makes sense. Like you get a very limited amount of antiquated fates. That is genius. Next, the other thing is take your time with the game because you are going to burn your fucking self out if you blow through
Oh
everything,
yeah.
and that's the biggest part about it. On top of that, when it comes to farming artifacts as well, that's also another thing he said. Just take your time with it as well. Do not burn out because like this game is big, it's long, it's not meant to be completed. It's meant to
Oh
be
yeah.
enjoyed. Like how a
That's
friend of mine who plays Terraria,
that's what
he plays
drives
the game
me
to enjoy it.
that's what drives me up a fucking wall about this topic. And it's like, the only real people that actually like complain and end up quitting the game because of this shit are content creators. And it's like,
Well,
dude,
yeah, because like
dude,
they're
I get
complaining
it.
about the
This is your
of playing.
job. You have to rush through the content. I understand that. But
You
like,
don't have to rush through the content as a content creator. I mean, yeah, sure, it's the world first. Oh, I did this. I got here
no, I
first.
mean
Kind of
literally like no, I was watching another guy and he brought up a good point where it was like, I want to get through the content so I can make guides, so I can make builds, so I can do all this shit. And I'm like, yeah, that's true, and that sucks that you're in that situation. But man, there are other games you can play. You know what I mean?
One man sacrifices another man's guide.
Yeah, like it's this has bugged the shit out of me forever, and it hit a head back in when Sumeru first came out. Because when Sumeru first came out, they made a big disclaimer and thing where it's like, hey, this game will not have an end game. Genshin's not going to have an end game.
Well, that's good. I
And
was worried it might.
so many people got so mad about that, and a lot of people quit the game because of it. But the
I
thing hit me when I remember reading that, and I'm like, yeah, that sucks. But did they ever actually promise that? Because so many people were acting like they've been led on for years. But
Well,
I got
okay. Here's the thing. If I could speak here real quick,
yeah,
why would you want to give a game that is basically incentivized on you spending money if you really want this character, gotcha, mechanics, on why would they incentivize having an end game? I mean, look at Fate, for example, especially Fate Go. At first, we thought the whole end of Solomon was going to be that thing, like the end of the game. But then they brought Lost Belts. Why would they even promise an end game for a game that is consistently evolving, adding more things, and
yeah.
bringing more
Well, that's
like
the thing.
easier times for other
Fate
players?
Go's an interesting fucking way to bring that up because Fate Go's content is the character grind.
Yeah,
Once you finish the story, you build your fucking characters. You build that's and you build them for the crazy hard events that come out.
I mean
Because
that's what Genshin is doing right now.
yeah, well, that's the thing. I do agree that Genshin needs some more permanent content. Like right now, it has that fucking domain builder. Imagine if that was permanent and you could just build domains to for other players to play.
Yeah, like that right there would add so much more to it, and it
Yeah,
would add like a lot of more detail
but
to it. It
the
would
thing
add a
that
good
hits me
grinding.
is like, and it's I literally typed this out in the document because I wanted this to be the major talking point for for the first real episode of this podcast.
Sorry.
Do games need an end game? Do they need a reason to keep you playing forever? And this is something that's always bugged me because like I used to play Destiny. I play fucking Final Fantasy 14. I'm playing Genshin right now. Like I I'm noticing that more people are starting to walk away from Final Fantasy 14 because it's run out of content. And
Yeah.
but that's the thing. And this is something that kind of and this is another thing that bugs the shit out of me is that Genshin and Final Fantasy 14 kind of do the same sort of motto of this isn't meant to be played religiously. This is meant to be something that you sort of, play off and on, maybe take a break from, come back a little later kind of shit. But so many people want these games to be forever games that they just play every day, And it's like I don't get that at all. Like
Well, that's
I want to play
okay.
other video games.
So let me explain it in a little bit of a sense towards like some focusing in a sense. People who want a game to play every single day is like I guess the right way to explain it is it's like trying to find a game you can enjoy, so you want as much out of it as possible. So it doesn't matter even if you were to beat the game. Let's say, for example, Stardew Valley would be a good example of that. Um, like even if you were to say beat the game, you still have a lot more to do. That's an example of like a good game that has like endless replayability. For having an end game, Like, yeah, sure, there's a fine line between having an end game and not having one, but when you have an end game and you have a goal behind it, that's when you're more likely to like set aside like your tasks that you need to do. It gives you more of an incentive to play, but in a
But
more
like,
passive tone. If
yeah,
you were to play it religiously, like for example, if you were to play Final Fantasy 14 all day, every day, you got to get that grind in for your characters, for your levels, for all that stuff. What are you going to do after everything's maxed out? That's in the same boat that I am with all my classes. I'm in the boat of, all right, cool, I've leveled up everything that is my classes. I have nothing else to do. I have no incentive to play the game again.
but like, but that's the thing. It's like, then when that shit happens and you have nothing else to do, then you take a break and you come back a
Exactly.
little, find something else to play. And that's the thing that always hits me about this conversation about these people going nuts about Genshin not having an endgame. And I'm like, do you guys seriously not want to play anything else? Like,
There are other games.
yeah, there's a
You
lot of
just
other games. Like, the biggest issue right now for me is that I don't have time to play all the games I want to play. Like, I need to go back and finish Tears of the Kingdom. I need to fucking. I want to go back and fucking finish Wild Hearts. I need to go back and finish Wild Hearts. That game was so much fun. But, like, fucking Final Fantasy 16 just came out and I can't fucking play it because of, well, a combination of money issues and just not having the fucking time. Like,
there's like a
even if I
backlog of
didn't,
so many
here's like,
things.
even if I didn't have money issues right now, I probably still wouldn't be able to play Final Fantasy 16 the way I wanted to because I just don't have fucking time. Like, Genshin and Honkai are perfect for me right now because I only have time to hop on for like an hour or two a day, grind out my dailies and get off, or maybe hop on Honkai and just play the story a little bit and then get off. Like, I don't have time to fucking like sink into these fucking forever games, and that's the thing that fucking kills me with whenever I hear about these content creators complaining that they've run out of stuff to do and can't fucking play the game anymore. And I'm just like, I fucking wish I had that issue, you know? I wish that was my problem, but I have a fucking 10-hour a day job. I have responsibilities and life, and I'm just sitting here like, the on one hand, playing video games for a living sounds fun, but on another hand, it sounds like a fucking curse. Cause
It
you'll
really does.
like, what happened. I remember back in the day. I'm sounding like an old man. I used to
Back in
play.
my
Yeah,
day,
back in my day, I remember I used to play Kingdom Hearts 2 all the fucking time. And you want to know what I do after I beat it?
just left it alone.
Yeah, I went and played something else I wanted to, or I restarted and played it from the beginning. Like, can you imagine if Kingdom Hearts, you beat the game, and then they're like, all right, now go and do this, go grind this battle pass, or some shit. That sounds horrible.
Yeah, I mean, okay, so I will tell you this. Games with a definitive ending have a better review than those that don't, from what I could tell.
Like, I mean, from what I've heard, fucking Final Fantasy 16 has like a crazy new game plus feature that like changes the game completely. That sounds fucking awesome.
It does.
Because it's like not just you're gonna have to grind this shit out. Like, no, it's just you basically just unlocked super hard mode.
Yeah.
You
Like
carry over
that's
all your
all
shit
good
and now the
game
game
design.
is much harder. But like
That's that's like one of the best game designs I've seen or heard of.
like after playing fucking games that are like this, the game is the end game kind of shit, like Destiny and Final Fantasy 14 is not really like that because like straight up one of the biggest compliments I can give Final Fantasy 14 is the fact that its expansion story is a whole fucking game in of itself.
Oh yeah,
Like
that's the best part about
Endwalker,
it.
I did the math. It took me like 80 to 90 hours to do all of Endwalker's story. It took me a long ass time to do all of Endwalker's story. Endwalker on its own is the size of a normal RPG. And that's not counting all the extra in-game content shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
Though I will say this, like the end game content is kind of dull to an extent. Yeah, the story is nice and all, but like it's the fact that there's nothing else after that is
yeah.
what kind of relays the whole Final Fantasy like formula of like regression.
Yeah, but
'Cause, like,
like,
I'm gonna be honest, like, even though, yeah, I have my sub back and everything, it's just so fucking hard for me to get back into the game.
yeah, well, that's the thing. The content you have is raiding, Island Sanctuary, or going back and doing some old shit that you skipped over. Like me, for example. I still need to go back and finish Eureka. I still need to go back and finish Baja. I still need to go do fucking Hildebrand, for God's sakes.
A fucking men to that, sir.
Like, I want to start the new relic, but I haven't done Hildebrand yet. But, like, it just falls into this fucking weird conundrum of, like I said, the original question I have wrote down here is, do games need an endgame? And honestly, I don't think they do. I think a
Remember,
lot of games would be so much better if they were just a game. You played it from start to finish, you finished it, and then you went and played something else. You know, I think we
though,
need more games like that. Too
yeah,
many
and that's the
games are
thing.
trying to be like the whole end game grindy ass formula like Destiny or fucking or multiplayer games like fucking Overwatch. You know, like I think too many
Well,
games are trying to be stupidly long end games, and it's just
yeah.
sad. You know, if I see another goddamn battle pass, I'm gonna scream.
Honestly, there's no defeating the purpose of a battle pass anymore because that's literally just a revolutionized thing that has been
Yeah,
engraved in.
every fucking Street Fighter 6 has a fucking battle pass. Explain to me how that fucking makes sense.
Every time you get a match, you get points, and every time you finish a match, you get more points. Every time you lose a
Yeah,
match, you get points, 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 points.
yeah.
Honestly, the whole battle pass shtick is so dumb. I want it to just be over with already.
Yeah,
Like,
like
yeah,
it was
sure, you
cool
get
when it first
cosmetics.
happened. It was cool when it first happened, but now
Yeah,
every fucking game has one. Like
and now
Jesus
every game is
Christ.
also open world too. Let's also not forget
Oh my
that.
god. Yeah.
Open world battle pass. Here you go. Have
Oh
have
my
uh
god.
have a gotcha game system behind it too. Why not?
I'm
Like fuck. What?
I'm
Like
telling
why
you
don't they
right
just
now, if
throw
games could
everything in
get
there?
away with it, they would. If fucking devs could get away with it, they would make a gotcha game that you have to pay $60 to even buy, but then you also have to pay for the gotcha shit.
Oh, and also a subscription on top of that too.
Oh god. Ugh.
Pay for
That
the
made me want to
subscription,
throw
pay
up
for the
just fucking thinking
game.
about it. Modern gaming fucking sucks, man.
Yeah, it does.
Like
We
every
don't
once in a
have
while you
anything
get a
good.
good gem like Final Fantasy 16 or Street Fighter 6 or fucking Honkai Star Rail, but like most of the time was it's just bullshit.
Yeah, honestly, it's just kind of sad.
Yeah. Any information you wanna shove into this little topic before we move on?
Nope. Honestly, I just wish video games got better. That's it.
Yeah. Now we're going into a topic that remember last time we talked and I brought up a VTuber named Zion and I was kind of sick, so I kind of fucked up a bunch of the details and I couldn't keep my head on straight.
Right, right.
Yeah, I have um
More
I
news.
yes, I actually have the list of bullshit right here. Um Oh, this is good. I have the termination notice for Zion in front of me and I'm going to read off every single one of these stupid fucking reasons.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Using a copyrighted song in her stream without prior authorization. That was from a video game. Revealing eternal information that could potentially cause issues for stockholders during her stream. The information she revealed was all she did was talk about how she wasn't planning on playing Hogwarts Legacy because of all the drama and she didn't want to drag the company down with her, even though she might have wanted to play it. That's the reason for
Oh,
that.
you.
Making statements that could lead to speculation or leaking of eternal information using social media accounts she personally operated during her actively suspension time. On her personal account, she made a mistake by accidentally liking a tweet that was talking about the situation on her personal account, which, to be fair, she probably shouldn't have done that, but she apologized profusely and explained that that was a complete mistake and she did not mean to fucking do that.
Mm-hmm.
Offensive remarks regarding discrimination and sexual assault. That, I will admit, was her fault. Because she made a joke about a sexual assault victim in a video game.
Mm.
Because there was a girl in a shower and they were doing like a shower scene. And she made a joke. It's like, oh wow, no wonder she got. Oh, I should stop myself from saying that. Those were her words.
Yeah, she kind of signed her up for
Yeah, that's one of the ones that are actually like legit. Several infringements of rules pertaining to the use of games defined by Anycolor. That's the corporation that owns Nishi Sanji, including international infringements and repeated false justifications given to Anycolor Inc. regarding these infringements. This is so fucking vague. Like,
what?
it basically just says she broke rules. That's what that line says. She
What?
broke some rules. Expressing her will to perform streams using illegal games. She made a joke about pirating a fucking video game. Comments that can be considered offensive to the rights holders of the game during a stream. I'm trying to think what that one was. Actually, you know what? I have the list right here. Let me find this real quick. Never mind. It's not here. Alright, never mind. Moving on. Giving false information to other Niji Sanji Ian livers regarding the contracts of her contents of her communications with Anycolor. That's just straight up lying. That is just straight up lying. She explained the situation to her other gen mates about what was going on, and apparently the company didn't like that. And so much so that it caused her gen mates to kind of throw her under the bus because the company told her that they were basically gaslighting, and she was trying to gaslight them and shit. Falsely claiming to have received permission from Anycolor Inc. after a viewer commented on Zion performing an action prohibited by the rules. Falsely claiming to have received permission. I'm trying to remember this one. I don't actually remember that one, but I'm pretty sure that one's bullshit too. Falsely claiming to be sponsored by a brand during a stream. She made a D's Nuts joke. She said that she was sponsored by D's Nuts. They put that as an official reason for fucking destroying her contracts.
They just wanted to let her go. They did not have to destroy her.
This was literally, this is just... I guess they were just trying to bury her under... They figured if they just threw the entire laundry list out... Because, if I'm being honest, if they would have just made, like, the offensive remarks for sexual assault and several infringements rule, if they would have just listed, like, even just those two reasons, most people wouldn't have given a shit. They would have been like, okay, that makes sense. But they put out this huge laundry list of fucking reasons.
And now they're suffering the backlash.
Oh, yeah, they're suffering the backlash bad. They are... Niji Sanji cannot stop digging themselves into a fucking hole. It is crazy. Like, it is nuts. But, like I said, Sayu Okami, who is definitely legally not Zion, put out her statement and revealed what's really going on. Like, it's crazy. It's fucking crazy. The management there is bullshit. Like,
it does sound kind of fucked, honestly.
Like, oh man, if you get a chance, look up this shit because it is fucking nuts. But yeah, that is me correcting a mistake from our last recording. And now we're moving on to some more VTuber drama. Hello. Before the next part of this podcast starts, I just want to make a quick addendum. This was recorded before all the shit came out about the person who made this video about fruit. Before the information came out that she was like actually doing revenge porn by sending nudes of fruit in her Discord and shit like that. That is fucked up. You should not do that. As much as I personally do not like fruit that much, even I, like, no, you do not do that. Revenge porn is fucked up. And I was not aware of that before this next part of the podcast was, or, before this was recorded. I found this out after the fact. That's why I'm putting this little addendum here. So yeah, uh, yeah, don't do revenge porn. It's one of the most fucked up things you can do. All right. Oh man, I kind of wish Pinky was here because this next topic is right up his fucking alley. Have you heard of the VTuber named Fruit?
No.
She is a VTuber with the company V Shoujo. If you know V Shoujo, you know that this is already going downhill as we speak.
Yep.
Fruit has done some questionable things in her life before and after becoming a VTuber. Those questionable, I should say allegedly, because as the story goes on, you'll know why I'm saying allegedly. Allegedly, she cheated on her husband while he was in the military. And that's from before she was a VTuber. And after she became a VTuber, one of her workmates, Silvervale, was playing Hogwarts Legacy, and she got a lot of backlash for it. And Fruit
You
responded
know,
to
the thing
all,
that she,
yeah,
the thing that the other one was trying to fucking avoid.
yeah, but they're from different companies, so that doesn't really matter. But when people asked Fruit why, she responded with, "Everyone makes mistakes." She didn't back up her friend. She just responded with, "Everybody makes mistakes." She kind of just threw her friend under the bus with that one. But it gets so much fucking worse. It's fucking crazy, man. Trying to remember how to spell the fucking name. I fucked up. I didn't actually put as much detail on the fucking list for this one as I should have.
Well, now you
But
know for
yeah.
next time.
Yeah, but I guess I can move on from that. TLDR, she did a bunch of fucked up shit. But a person on YouTube made a video documenting all the fucked up shit she did.
Mm-hmm.
That's all she did was talk about him. She didn't release any information, any personal or anything like that. She just talked about the accusations in the video. That is it. She got copyright struck by a company that is that from the outside in, you're like, that's so weird. Why would this person be copyright struck by this random ass company? And then you realize the company that copyright struck them did so on behalf of Fruit and V Shoujo. So
What the fuck?
yeah, so this situation went from, oh, she did some bad shit in the past to, oh, now they're just straight up abusing DMCA. And I don't know if you know this, Blair, but abusing DMCA is like one of the worst fucking things you can do on the internet. That is a surefire way to get everybody on the internet to hate your fucking guts.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's the shit that happened with Quantum TV that started that whole fucking debacle. Jesus Christ.
What happened to Quantum TV again? I forgot.
He made a really shitty review for Elden Ring,
Mm.
basically just
Oh, I
shitting all over
remember.
the game for no fucking good reason. And then someone made a video calling him out for a shitty review, and then he copyright struck the fucking dude calling him out. And that's went down a fucking rabbit hole. What started as that ended with finding out that this dude hates gay people and like
Jesus Christ.
believes that the crazy left-leaning people making video games are slowly killing everything. It's a fucking rabbit hole, and it ends with him getting arrested for beating his wife.
Well, serves him fucking right.
Yeah, it is a what started as what starts as I'm gonna make a shitty Elden Ring video ends with, oh, I'm being arrested for beating my wife. How did we get here?
Hmm. You bashed the game for no fucking reason.
And when people called you out for it, you went on this huge copyright strike fucking escapade that ends with the Actman fucking getting his fucking YouTube videos taken down because he called out the YouTube system for not banning this dude, despite the fact that one, he was ban evading, and two, he was very much promoting hate speech.
Yeah.
Like, holy shit. If you ever get a chance, look up that shit, because it is a fucking loophole, or not a loophole, it is a fucking rabbit hole that just never ends. But,
Jeez, man. That's fucked.
yeah. But now that we're done with all that nitty, like, kind of shitty bullshit. Let's move on to another topic. Final Fantasy 16.
Ah, yes, Final Fantasy 16, an actual good game that came out.
Yes, a good game that came out that I have not played.
And apparently there's a gay scene and everyone's going apeshit over it.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Huh. Oh well.
Yeah, it didn't get released in the UK because of that vulgar scene, and they didn't back down on it.
Wait, what? No, oh no, you're
Yeah,
thinking of the Saudi Arabia. You're not thinking of the UK.
it was Saudi Arabia, if I'm correct, right?
Yeah, no, you said it wasn't released in the UK.
Oh, my bad.
I was like, what? That makes no sense. But yeah, it wasn't released in Saudi Arabia because it has some fucking shit in it.
Yeah.
But everyone and their grandmother won't stop talking about how amazing this game is, and it makes me want to play it so badly.
Well, okay, you gotta take it from here. The man, the myth, the legend, Yoshi P, who released Endwalker to us, the best expansion in the entire fucking game, disappears for 2 years to go work on 16.
Yeah. Well,
Motherfucker comes
actually,
back
it's
at
even
around
weirder
like
than that
halfway through
because
the
he was
patch.
working on this. He was working on the patches for fucking Endwalker and 16 at the same fucking time. This dude, he doesn't fucking sleep. Like,
And then he
Yoshi
comes
P,
on to,
please take a nap.
and then he comes on to the fucking live letter on his day off with fucking Tears of the Kingdom. What a
Yeah, I
fucking
saw that
man.
clip. He was literally playing fucking Zelda during the live let. That is fucking based.
What a fucking dude, man. I
Yeah,
swear.
I have, but yeah, I have not. I haven't played 16. I haven't even played the demo because I kind of just want my first experience to be the actual game. But everyone won't stop praising it to high hell, and it probably deserves every bit of praise it gets. And I can't wait to fucking play it at some point when I eventually can.
Hmm.
Man, fucking Final Fantasy 16, Final Fantasy 7, fucking Rebirth. It feels good that Final Fantasy is finally back on the fucking right track. And that's actually something Yoshi P said before when the game was, about to come out and shit. He's like he wanted to make a Final Fantasy game that made everybody remember that Final Fantasy was once a fucking console seller. It was you needed to play the new Final Fantasy. Even people that didn't fucking play video games were like playing Final Fantasy. Like,
Yoshi P is the reason why Square Enix is alive.
yeah,
Change my
like
mind.
let's be real. Like every decision Square Enix makes that's not a part of Yoshi P's team is like so mind-bogglingly awful.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Final
Jesus Christ.
Fantasy
Well,
15,
that
Plus
Yoshi
3,
P's team and the
4.
team that is making Final Fantasy 7 remake, Rebirth, and whatever the last one's going to be called. Have you played the Final Fantasy 7 remake by chance?
Mm-mm.
Play it. It's good. Have you played original Final Fantasy 7?
Uh-uh.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I told you, the only Final Fantasy game I played was 14.
Wow.
Yeah,
Jesus. Anyway, but yeah,
yeah.
Final Fantasy 6, but the fact that they got a dude who made Devil May Cry to fucking work on Final Fantasy 16 is fucking crazy to me. And every bit of the gameplay I see is just it's Devil May Cry. It's fucking Devil May Cry, and it makes me want to play it even fucking more. It's like, oh god, I want to play it. I want to, but I just don't have the fucking time or money.
Yeah, I
Um,
feel that.
anything you want to put into this topic?
No. All I know is Final Fantasy 16 is a very promised game, especially made by one of my favorite developers, Yoshi P, because he also made Dragon Quest X.
What?
Aside from that burp, yes,
Wait,
he
what?
made Dragon Quest X.
Okay, I need to look this up.
I'm
Yeah,
serious. Dead ass. Look this up.
Yoshi P. Dragon. Wait.
He made the MMORPG Dragon Quest game, which is why 14 did so well. The only reason why 14 is so popular in the US is because of the fact that it's Final Fantasy. And Dragon Quest X is not going to do anything, even though 11 received extremely high praise. People are
Wait a minute.
still
Wait a minute.
wanting 10 to get ported.
Yoshi P. Help make Dragon Quest. I need to see this. Oh my god, he did. While Yoshida is known for as the resurrector of Final Fantasy XIV and has previously worked on the MMO Dragon Quest X Online. Holy shit!
Yeah, why do you think he has so much MMO experience? The
I did
motherfucker
not
played
know
World of
that.
Warcraft.
He also
Yeah,
worked on a number of Dragon Quest titles that were single player. Oh my god, I did not know that. Did he work on Dragon
that's
Quest
why.
11? Because I love the shit out of Dragon Quest 11, or at least a little bit I
I
played of it.
I think he did make co-produce it.
Because Dragon Quest 11, I didn't play a lot of it. I only played like 8 hours of it, but the little bit I played was fucking amazing, and I need to go back and finish it.
What the fuck? Yoshi P drew some inspirations from his long enthusiasm for MMORPGs, having played titles such as Ultima 1, EverQuest, Dark Ages of
Oh
Camelot,
yeah,
World of
he played
Warcraft,
a shit ton of fucking
Warhammer,
MMOs back in the day.
Rift, Star Wars The Old Republic, and Guild Wars 2.
Ha!
What a fucking dude.
Dude, Star Wars: The Old Republic is such a good game. I need to go back and play it again. It's been so long.
Also, fun fact, the P in Yoshi P is actually standing for producer.
That's funny.
That is.
Um, wow, I did not know that. That is a fucking crazy shock to me. All
Yeah,
right.
Akira Toriyama is the one who basically still works on every single installment of the Dragon Quest series,
Well,
but
yeah,
when he
it's
requested Yoshi P, that's when the gameplay changed entirely.
wait, really?
Yeah, that's when like 10 and 11 changed entirely, apparently.
Oh my god. Well, I mean, yeah, Jesus
I mean,
Christ.
9 was good, don't get me wrong. 9 was really good for what its
Which one was
time.
9? 9 was the D as it was a DS one.
Yeah, Sentinels of the Starry Sky, the one with
Oh
like
yeah, I played
global
that one.
multiplayer.
God, that one was
I
good.
am so mad they didn't make it like online, and I'm very sad they didn't. I
God,
wish they did.
fucking I played Hand of the Heavenly Bride. That one's really good. I love that
Oh
game.
yeah.
I played 9 and I've played a little bit of 11. I need to
I
go back
haven't
and play
played through
some
the
more.
entirety of 11, but I have the Switch version, which is the definitive version.
Yeah. I have it on PC, which I heard doesn't actually have some of the Switch content, which kind of pisses me off.
I mean, it makes sense.
Um, but yeah, now that we've gone through gushing about Yoshi P, let's go into a really stupid ass conversation.
Alrighty.
Have you heard of the fucking weird morality debate that is Kick versus Twitch?
Yeah, honestly, I like the way Kick works. I just don't like the community. I like the way Twitch works. I hate the way the developers are for that. And when looking at both of them, they're both good
Like,
platforms outright. It's just the
honestly,
problem is
when
like,
Kick first came out and I first heard about it, I was convinced that it wouldn't last like a few months because the fact that it's literally backed by like an illegal gambling ring. I
right.
figured at some point it would be just straight up shut down because of, illegal gambling ring. But it didn't, and it's still been going, and so far it has actually seemed to be a pretty good competitor to Twitch, which is the biggest fucking surprise. I mean, it has fucking they paid XQC $100 million just to stream on Kick, not even like only on Kick. He can still stream on Twitch. They
What the
literally
fuck?
paid him. They literally paid him $100 million just to go. Hey, come over here and just stream every now and again.
That's what the fuck? That's so good.
Yeah, and Pokimane, Pokimane and XQC kind of got into it because someone asked Pokimane if she would go over to Kick for $10 million, and she was like, no. And if that would have been the end of it, that would have been fine. But she said, "Why would I give up my morals to go stream on Kick?" And
Yeah.
do you forget that Twitch is owned by Amazon? You know,
I
the
mean,
company that literally wants child labor?
yes. Do you want to shell out or do you want to actually have some kind of freedom with the shittiest community in the world?
Yeah, it's like
Related to Adyen Ross, by the way.
it's wait, what? What did you say?
Yeah, Adyen Ross streams on Kick.
Oh yeah.
That's why it's like one of the shittiest communities.
Oh yeah.
The dude is literally a fucking tyrant who thinks he's like
Oh yeah, he's
the
also a
top.
dumbass. Like if you
Oh
ever
yeah.
actually watched his shit, he's just straight up dumb.
Yeah, I mean, that's what happens when you build all
But it,
muscle
it
down
turned
there and not in your brain.
it turned into XQC and Pokimane going back and forth about which side is more morally correct and shit. And it's like, dude, both websites are fucking morally corrupt. What the fuck are you talking about?
Exactly.
It's like there's no morality here. Just if this would have literally this could end right now, if either of them just went, yeah, I like money, that's it, and that's the end of the conversation. But both of them want to fucking morally grandstand and act like each site is fucking better. I mean, personally, personally, I think fucking they're pretty close, but I do think Kick is probably a little bit more morally corrupt because of the illegal gambling shit. I feel like that causes more harm because it helps because of the gambling on the website helps spread the fucking horrible addiction that is gambling. I say that as a fucking gotcha player, I might add.
I will say this though, out of the entire scenario, the worst of the worst, it has
But
to go to
like
Kick.
even
But
like but even
at
then I'm
least,
not going to sit here and try and act like nobody should fucking stream on it because it's at the end of the day they're offering their fucking streamers 95% of their fucking profits, which is
also fun
fucking
fact,
nuts.
they also pay you to stream.
Yeah, that like I wouldn't fucking yell at anybody or make fun of them or fucking tell them they're a bad person for streaming on Kick. It fucking makes sense to stream on Kick. When fucking
Yeah.
Rose was talking about streaming on Kick, I was like, "Yeah, dude, get that bag." I was like, "Just be ready in case the fucking website gets taken down because of the illegal gambling ring." But yeah, I was like, "Yeah, get that bag, man. That's completely fucking fine. Like, I'm not gonna fucking sit here and try and act like it's fucking I'm morally superior. Like, fuck, I might fucking stream on Kick. Have you noticed that fucking when Twitch put in all that horrible ad bullshit, they fucking
Mhm.
slipped in a little thing where it was like you can't semi-cast on any other websites if you're a Twitch partner? If
That's no,
yeah,
that that that's no, you can't do that.
yeah, literally, it's so fucked up. Like,
And there's also one thing I will say. At least Twitch doesn't fucking pull the stupidity of what Blizzard has done.
yeah, or no, they kind of are actually. In fact, or wait, did you say Kick or Twitch?
Twitch.
Twitch? They kind of are. They kind of
What?
yes. Did you read the fucking thing that they're trying to do with ads?
No.
They're straight up trying to make it to where people can't put banner ads on their fucking screens.
Oh no, I was talking about the whole fucking situation with the fucking Activision Blizzard bullshit.
I
The
mean,
accusations. I thought
yeah,
they
well
were
that too, but you also got to remember that Twitch is owned
what?
by Amazon.
Oh god.
Yeah, Amazon is just as fucking bad as Blizzard in some cases. The whole story of the pee bottles and fucking poop socks and shit, those aren't
The
made
fuck?
up.
They're actually real?
Yes. Amazon
Oh
are literally
my
working their workers to death. I'm not, that is not made up. They literally work their workers to death. That is why Amazon has probably the highest turnover rate of any fucking company, period.
oh my god.
Yeah. That's why I keep saying it's like, that's why this whole morality debate is so stupid. It falls into the same fucking, it falls into the same, like, category as, like, there is no ethical consumerism. Like, you can't buy anything that was made with, like, everything that has ever been made. You can't go to a grocery store and buy anything without it being made in a harmful way. Even the things that
Yeah.
say that they're made, we need grass-fed cows and shit. It's like that's all bullshit. Like there is no ethical consumerism, and it falls into the same category of fucking the stupid morality debate. It's fucking nuts.
And all I want to do is just play video games and enjoy life
Yeah,
and
like dude, I
let
just
people enjoy my company.
like I just
That's
want to
all I want
fucking
to
play video
do.
games. Stop trying to fucking say I'm a horrible person because I wanted to play a fucking wizard game. I don't fucking like I don't support anything J.K. Rowling says, but at the same time, I'm not gonna fucking pretend that
Okay,
Harry Potter
that,
wasn't one of the biggest fucking stories of my childhood.
that's another thing too. The other thing that really pisses me off about that scenario of like fucking Hogwarts Legacy is they're literally shooting the wrong people because the game
Yeah.
developers are not related or associated or even like so much as like, fucking like paying J.K. Rowling for taking their game except for maybe their IP, the IP of
Oh yeah,
the
no matter
IP.
what, like J.K. Rowling's gonna get a piece of the pie. Like
Yeah, no
that's
matter
just
what,
how it
because it's
works.
just yeah, that's just how consumerism works.
Like,
Like if you buy the game, you slightly support that thing, but it doesn't mean you support the person. You just want
yeah,
to play the game and you want to support the developers, not the fucking person making the
it's
story.
it's so fucking sad and it's so crazy. But yeah.
Uh, God, man.
Any more you want to add to this before we move on?
No, I'm good, man. Like,
Yeah. All right. Fucking Smosh is back.
yes, actually, fucking happy that Smosh is back.
I when I saw that fucking when I saw that notification, I've been subscribed to Smosh forever, but I don't actually watch really any of their shit since like 2016. But I've still been
Right.
subscribed just because I forgot to unsubscribe. But when I saw that fucking video in my recommended, where it was just Ian and Anthony sitting on a couch and the words "We bought Smosh" are on the fucking thumbnail, I went, "No shit!" I fucking freaked out.
And that's the thing. Weren't they owned by Rhett and Link at one point?
Yes, they've been owned by two different companies actually. The first was Red and Link, and the other was another person that bought them when Red and Link went under.
Okay, so Rhett and Link are back up. So Rhett and Link bought Smosh off them. That's when they went under, but they still had the IP. So
Yes.
then Smosh bought themselves back from Rhett and Link. So basically, Rhett and Link said, "Hey, yo, we got you, fam," and just gave it, like,
Yeah,
bought it
it
back.
gave him back to him. That's
That's
actually,
so nice.
yeah,
Oh my
that's legit
god.
nice. But like, dude, like when Anthony left, I'm not gonna lie, I was kind of sad. And I mean,
Hmm.
the content was, I'm not even gonna sugarcoat it, it was shit. After Anthony, I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. The content they made after that was kind of fucking ass. But it was good, you know. It like Anthony went to do his own thing, and he makes some pretty good content. Um,
Yeah, it showed he really was the brains of the whole operation.
yeah, that and Ian and Anthony, it's not Smosh without both of them there, you know.
Yeah.
Like, God, what was I about to say? But yeah, that's just fucking crazy. That is not something I was expecting at all. Like, fuck, but it's good to fucking have that shit back, man. Like, it's
Yeah.
crazy to have. Excuse me. Hope that didn't pick up on the mic.
Oh, I heard it. Shame
Damn
on
it.
you. Shame on you.
But yeah, it's God, that was nuts. Like, I, I, I'm still fucking surprised by it. The fact that it fucking happened at all. Like, I mean, I'm just happy they're still fucking friends. Like, that was legit the biggest thing I was worried about is that those two weren't just gonna be friends anymore. And
Oh, I'm
and
pretty sure they were still
they
friends.
even kind of brought up the idea and when Anthony made a video talking to Ian, and Ian literally said he's like that was honestly my biggest fear too is that we weren't gonna be friends anymore. And it's like, oh fuck, that's actually fucking sad.
Well, here's the thing. Their friendship stemmed from literally the creation of the show itself.
Yeah,
There's nothing more, nothing less you could do about it because it deep-seated. Of course, you're still going to be friends even after a business perspective. Yeah, sure, if one of them gets wronged, that's going to sting the friendship. That's not what either one of them did, though. They
yeah,
just had to go their own ways until they had to reconvene back together.
yeah. And the fact that we're
And that's
getting that
why
shit
they were still
back,
friends.
dude. When they in the announcement video when Ian's mom came in, it was just really nice to Anthony, but shitting on Ian the whole time. I was like, man, okay, that shit. Yep, that brings me back. And then she kicks him out of the room because she wants to watch a fucking XQC stream. And I'm just sitting here like, why? What? Why? I mean, I get it. He's entertaining, but he's entertaining because you don't understand what the fuck he's saying.
Yeah,
Speaking of
true.
XQC, real quick tangent.
Uh-huh.
He got in trouble because his first stream on Kick, he watched The Dark Knight.
Wow.
He just watched The Dark Knight on stream. And they got an hour into the stream, and Kick staff just came into the stream like, dude, what the fuck are you doing?
Well, I'm watching a movie.
And then he fucking and then the next day he went back to streaming on Twitch for a little bit, and then his next stream on Kick he just watched Breaking Bad. Like, what the fuck is this dude's brain?
Oh god, I don't know,
Uh
man. Like when they expect stream on Kick, it didn't mean stream anything you fucking want.
yeah, like copyright laws still apply, man.
Yeah, like you can't just do that.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay, well, now that that tangent's over, there's only a few more piddly shit I wanted to go over. Smosh was kind of the last big topic.
Mm-hmm.
The rest of it is mostly just Monster Hunter and Capcom shit. Did you watch the Capcom show?
No, I did not.
It was ass. It
I
sucked.
bet.
It sucked because everything they showed was shit they've already shown off at other people's fucking shows.
Yeah.
Like, they didn't show off anything. And also, they didn't announce anything new Monster Hunter. Which is like, what? Like, not even a teaser? Like,
That's the worst part about it.
usually by now we get at least a teaser trailer that's like, oh, this is, a logo or something. Like, fuck. Like, fucking
I'm assuming.
Iceborne, or fucking Monster Hunter World Iceborne's last update came with a teaser to fucking Rise. Like, I mean, I
Yeah.
guess they're technically being developed at the same time, so I guess that technically makes sense, but,
Yeah.
like, still, it's like, I figured by now we get something Monster Hunter related. Like, even just,
Hold on
like,
a
a
second.
10-second fucking teaser trailer.
I'll be right back real quick.
Alright.
I've returned.
Awesome. I'm gonna make
Hello.
sure to cut out all that silence. Um, but yeah, it's like, we haven't even gotten a fucking teaser trailer yet, and it's just,
I'm disappointed.
yeah. I mean, Street Fighter, everything they're putting out is fucking amazing. But, like, man, I just want more Monster Hunter, you know?
Yeah.
Dragon's
Oh yes.
Dog, or what?
Sorry. Real quick. Speaking of fucking battle passes. Relating to Street Fighter 6. You wanna know a battle pass that I thought was really fucking good?
What?
Deep Rock Galactic.
That game has a battle pass?
Yeah, it does.
Huh. I've been
But
meaning to
it's
get back into
but
that, list of
the
fucking
thing is
bullshit.
about the thing is about Deep Rock Galactic is that it's a complete game with a core gameplay of like everything you want to pick and everything. It's just the battle pass is just only cosmetics. And it's like, all right, cool. You want some extra shit on top of the extra shit that we're already providing you? Here you go. And it's like, all right, cool. Well, thanks, man.
Yeah,
Appreciate it.
honestly, fuck, that's the way Battle Pass should be. It should just be cosmetics, not like fucking Overwatch 2 where they lock a hero behind it.
Yeah, no, fuck Overwatch 2. That is
Jesus
like I fucking
Christ.
hate Overwatch 2. I do not care how much good shit they're bringing to the game. I will always and forever shit on Overwatch 2 and the fucking developers behind it. Yeah, sure, your game is good, it's polished, but that's because you had to start from fucking scratch, dude. You had to get rid of every
Oh,
goddamn
that's
fucking thing in the
nah.
fucking first game and
Wait,
then rebuilt it.
you
You had
want
to
it's so
rebuild.
polished because it's Overwatch 1.
No. You don't understand. They actively deleted Overwatch 1 and overrode it with Overwatch 2.
Oh yeah,
That's
that's
why
true.
we didn't have any of the fucking features that Overwatch 1 had. That's why I'm so fucking pissed off about it. I
God.
fucking hate Blizzard. I hate the devs of Overwatch. I will never,
I'm gonna
ever
say it
play
here.
their
If you
shit
feel
game.
the weird urge to play Overwatch, Paladins is right there.
Yeah, actually, Paladins is
I
so much
mean,
better.
Paladins, I'm not gonna lie, kind of sucks in weird ways. Like the weird bug that if you don't have the graphics settings set up all the way to max, then half the textures don't load in the game.
Yeah, like don't get
And
me wrong, Paladins is
that's
not
been
an
an issue since launch, and they still haven't fixed it.
Don't get me wrong, Paladins is not that perfect of game. If anything,
Yeah,
it's pretty shit. But
yeah,
it's 10 times fucking better than whatever the fuck Overwatch is.
yeah, and it's free.
Yeah.
It's 100% free. You don't have to fucking pay for it. Like if I ever feel like honestly, I'm thinking about getting into Fortnite. I'm not even gonna lie.
If you get into Fortnite, I will get into it with you. I will re-download the game so we can play. Also, Hell of a Boss, episode 8 came out.
I uh, I haven't been watching Hell of a Boss. I'm gonna be honest.
I want to watch it, so we're probably gonna have to wrap this up pretty quickly.
Okay, well we're almost done. So
Okay,
um
cool.
but yeah. Any real closing thoughts?
Closing thoughts. Out of the entire conversation, Tears of the Kingdom, really good. Yoshi piece of fucking Chad. Fuck Blizzard. Fuck Sony. Fuck Xbox. Fuck Overwatch. And
Fuck
fuck Blizzard
you. Fuck
again.
you. Fuck you. You're cool. Fuck you. I'm out.
Pretty much.
Oh man, I just realized how much fucking negative shit was in this fucking podcast.
Hey, it's all
I
right. At
mean,
least we got to talk about our positives,
yeah,
like Honkai Star Rail,
yeah,
Genshin Impact.
dude. I'm glad we talked about the fucking end game shit. That shit has been eating at me for so fucking long. Like,
Yeah.
God. But yeah, I take it that's probably where we're gonna end it. So,
Yeah.
if you watch this, thanks for watching. Do all that button clicky bullshit. I'm I'm thinking about streaming on Twitch, or at least streaming so I can record B-roll and shit like that. Not sure if I can actually really commit to it, but I'll probably stream for fun every now and again. I'll probably put a link to it into the description, probably. I keep saying
Yeah.
probably.
Probably, maybe,
Yeah.
possibly.
But yeah, hope you enjoyed it. If you're listening to this on fucking the audio version or the video version, which I found out it's actually surprisingly easy to make a fucking to put your shit on Spotify apparently.
Huh.
Yeah, I'm
Interesting.
thinking I'm probably gonna put this here to there too.
Yeah, why not?
I might as well fucking spread the fucking wings, send them out everywhere.
Mhm.
But yeah, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Talk to you guys later.
Rock and stone to every one of you magnificent bastards.
Rock and stone. I am a digger. That is my word, Blair. You can call me Digga. All right. Goodbye.